How did your sister-in-law react when you demoted her to flower girl because she insulted you at your engagement party? I met Claire the same night I met Ethan's parents. Instead of a normal greeting, her first words were about me being the girl from the dating app, said with the kind of tone that made it clear she thought her brother was slumming it. For 3 years, she perfected the art of insults wrapped in compliments. My dress choices were brave. She loved how I didn't care about fashion. It was refreshing that Ethan chose someone so real, so ordinary, so unlike the women he usually dated. The engagement party changed everything. Ethan's parents hosted it at their country club with 50 of their closest friends. Claire stood up to give a toast I'll never forget. She started by talking about how worried she'd been when Ethan started dating. After all, he was the family prize. Harvard MBA, ran the family firm, could have anyone, but then she realized he wasn't looking for a supermodel. He wanted someone simple, someone who knew her place, someone who could give him children even if she wasn't trophy wife material. The room went silent. Ethan laughed nervously. His mother actually applauded. I sat there frozen, champagne glass in hand, smiling because I didn't know what else to do. That night, Ethan insisted she hadn't meant it negatively. When I asked how else to interpret being called not trophy wife material in front of 50 people, he said she was just protective and would warm up once we were married. 2 weeks later, his mother called about wedding planning. She informed me, didn't ask, informed, that Claire would obviously be my maid of honor. When I explained I'd already asked my best friend Sarah, she said that wouldn't do. In their family, siblings were always in the wedding party. Apparently, Claire had already been planning my bachelorette party as a surprise. When I called Claire about this supposed party, she confirmed her mother had insisted. She assured me she'd keep it classy since, according to her, I was more of a quiet wine night person than someone who could pull off Vegas. Someone had to be the designated driver in life after all. That evening, I told Ethan his sister wouldn't be in my wedding party. He insisted I had to include her as his only sibling. When I reminded him about the trophy wife comment, he called it drunken teasing, except she'd only had 1 glass of champagne, which I'd watched her nurse all night. He said his parents would be devastated. I pointed out that his parents had stood there while she humiliated me. He wanted me to be the bigger person. For him, for family peace, for everyone except me. So I decided to be exactly that. I sent a group email to both families announcing that, after careful consideration, I'd included Claire in the wedding party as our flower girl. Since she'd been so vocal about me being simple and wholesome, I thought she'd enjoy a role that matched her emotional maturity level. Claire called, screaming about being 29 years old. I suggested that someone who thinks calling the bride not trophy wife material in a toast acts more like 9. She threatened to tell Ethan. I told her Ethan could decide what mattered more, his sister's ego or his fiance's dignity. When Ethan came home furious about the flower girl announcement, I gave him 2 options. She's not in the wedding at all, or she's the flower girl. He worried about his parents' reaction. I suggested they could explain to their friends why their daughter thought public humiliation counted as affection. That's when it hit me. In 3 years, he'd never once defended me. Not at the engagement party, not at family dinners, never. He'd just laugh along or tell me I was overreacting. I took off my ring and set it on the counter. I told him maybe Claire was right, maybe he was settling. Because someone who actually valued me wouldn't ask me to smile while his family treated me like I should be grateful just to be there. He asked if I was really ending our engagement over his sister. I corrected him. I was ending it because he thought I should be grateful for disrespect. That was a month ago. Claire told everyone I was unstable, and Ethan had dodged a bullet. Last week, my friend Sarah saw them at a bar with Ethan's new girlfriend. A blonde Claire was loudly praising as perfect for their family. The woman left early after asking why Claire kept calling her perfect, finding it weird. Yesterday, Ethan texted that Claire had scared off another girlfriend, and he missed me. I suggested he stop letting his sister interview his girlfriends like she was hiring household staff. He replied that she meant well. I blocked his number. Some people never learn the difference between meaning well and doing harm.